Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Come on now, let's go!
Set, ready? 60 or.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check. Check hot.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Pick up the ball. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, zoom.
56.
Hit it.
56 right there.
Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Chance. Under 10. Under 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Ford, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Whip, 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 whip. Hey!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 27 yards. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 7, Redskins 0.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Hey, lock it. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
He's checking.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go on. Y'all playing the wrong football. Go. Hey. High 7. Hard. Here we go. Shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep for Hopkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Wide, get wide. Hey. Motion. On the ball. Watching you drive. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down now, it's Jones. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Let's go.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Right there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. 12's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Yep.
Mike 12, Mike 12.
Gotta do better.
Rock it.
Come on. Check.
2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, Sam on.
Return over. Get that ball.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw.
Rush in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, pick your game up.
And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
218, chop it. Check.
Slam.
56, Mike.
6-6, pull it high.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Okay, ready?
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Smooth.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
I'm coming after you.
Check 5.
Back to throw here. He's got Smith here.
I got you, boy.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
49, check 49.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
64, weak.
Here I come again. Check 43.
Go.
Mike 12.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the run. Mike 12. Mike 12.
Hit it.
2nd and 5. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Kill.
Leo. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw here. And able to find Allen Lazard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 12, Mike 12.
Look at me. Go, go.
Watch this.
Hey, exit.
Protect. Mike 12, Mike 12.
Hey, let's get some pace. Ready?
Now back to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We want it. Come to my world.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 36, 36. Now.
Back to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Focus, defense.
They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, break.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight down. There you go.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. 18, Gator.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. Akers. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
Hey, eat.
Watch the run.
On first down, it's Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, set.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Now.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Ready, 8, read.
Check 55 Mike.
It's our time. It's our time.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check 52.
Shoot.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Got it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, box drop. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike's 50.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 50.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 50. Rip left.
And on the go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he dumps this off over the middle and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Go on, go on. Now. Check my. Hey, high 7. Go.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Mike 12.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come off the ball hard. Switch.
80 weapons.
Shit.
Hey.
Ringo.
Five.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Set. 50. Plant.
Ricky.
Lead grip.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Choose the mic. Mike 2, Mike 2. You must be dreaming.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2, watch the pass.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, Cheetah, go.
Looking to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here we go. Mike 2. Mike 2. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Check. Hey, Haywood.
Fresno. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Look at me. Zipper.
I got you.
Get it.
Now again, right side. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
55. Get in the weight room.
Yes.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
I know he ain't got it. Check. 50.
Hey, exit.
Check. 55 to Mike.
All day, dog.
Mike 55. Check. 55.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard
2nd and 4. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Come on, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Showing 8.
Hey, Delta.
Check safety.
Hard.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. Well, this secondary's done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 6-6, bullet high.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right here. Shift.
Alert 3.
Go.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Check 4.
Again, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Lucky. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch delay.
Alert flare.
Under 61, matchbox lights. Cut up.
Now Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let it, 18, Gator. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough. It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back. And that will...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my